Hello everybody, my name is Leonomai, and this is something very different from what I normally do on my channel. This is a browser game called CivClicker. You can go to Google, type in CivClicker, and it should be the first result that pops up. And you can play it, it's a free game, obviously. This game caught my attention because of Cookie Clicker. Cookie Clicker is a very popular game, and I was thinking, well, there's got to be other games like it, so I did some research, and I found this game. This is called CivClicker, and much like Cookie Clicker, it has very similar things in it. You have these buttons here, and when you click on them, it gives you that resource. So we have different resources here, like food, wood, and stone, as opposed to Cookie Clicker, which Cookie Clicker only has one resource, and that is cookies. This game is kind of a upscale version of Cookie Clicker, I would say. It's not so simple, but yet it is so very simple. So basically all you really do is you click on the button like wood, cut wood, and that gives you wood. It's very simple. And also, when you click on the gather food button, it gives you a skin by chance. So you have a chance of getting a skin. If you click on cut wood, you get a chance of getting herbs, and if you click on mine stone, you get a chance of getting ore. So you get ore, either or. Well, we don't really need stone right now, so I'm actually gonna click on wood. Oh wait, no, we need skins, because tents require skins, huts require skins. So I'm gonna get as much food as I can in the hopes that I'll get a skin. Oh, I just did just then. Excellent. There we go, we got 3 skins. Now we just need 20 wood, and we can build a wooden hut. And that gives us 3 population. I don't even bother with the tents, because the tents, they only give you 1 population, although they cost less wood. But getting 20 wood isn't really that hard. And once you increase your maximum population, you can create a worker. Currently we have 0 people in our thorp. I'm not really sure what a thorp is. I've never really heard that word aside from CivClicker. I'm going to click this button, and that gives us 1 worker, which workers, they consume food. You can see here that he is consuming 1 food per second, which is really bad, because if we run out of food, then that means our citizens will starve to death. But what you can do is click on this button here, and that will make him a farmer so that he can create food. He's generating, technically he's generating 1.2 food per second, but he's also consuming 1 food per second, so we get a profit of 0.2. And I can go ahead and create more workers once I have enough food to generate them. There we go. Now I'm profiting 0.6 per second, which is not really a lot, but let's get some more huts. So in order to get some more huts, we need some wood. There we go. So that's pretty much the whole game, basically. It gets a little more complicated, but not too complicated, in my opinion. There's a lot to do in this game. So you basically get resources, and you can upgrade stuff to get more resources, and the cycle continues. It's basically a game to get resources, just like Cookie Clicker. In fact, it's very similar to Cookie Clicker. This is what's known as an idle game, which is very intriguing to me, because before Cookie Clicker, I don't think these types of games ever had a name for their genre. So the genre of this type of game is idle game, IDLE. You can go to Google, type in idle games, and you can find a list of them. That's how I found this game. There's other popular games like Candy Box. I played that a little bit, but not too much. I didn't really get into it that much, but I hear it's a really fun game. It's a very simple game. I might play that next, who knows? But I've played this game before, and it's kind of fun if you have nothing to do, if you're waiting for something, or... In fact, I think this game would be better as an iPhone game, because iPhone games, if you think about it, idle games would be perfect for an iPhone. I'm going to create more workers here, create more farmers. So now we're generating as much as 2.8 food for profit. Oh yeah, you can trade stuff in this game. The trader wants 85,000 food, which we obviously don't have. When you trade stuff, you get money, I think, which is another type of resource. So yeah, in all, we have something like 10 different resources. Here you can see 9, but the coin, or the gold, as it's called down here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of white out. You can see it says 1 gold. That's another type of resource that you get later on in the game. And I'm just gonna create farmers. I'm not gonna create any woodcutters or miners yet because it seems like food is the #1 resource to get. And I guess wood would be the second. Although actually, maybe I should get some woodcutters, maybe a few at the very least. There we go. And also, in the upgrades tab, we have different upgrades, like this one right here. Farmers can collect skins. As of now, they cannot. Only I can. When I click on gather food, you might see that I'll get 1 skin. There we go. I just got 1. But if I spend 10 skins, farmers can collect skins. I think that's worth it. So I'm going to buy that upgrade. There's other ones here too, like woodcutters can collect herbs and miners can collect ore. That costs 10 of each. So in order to get herbs, we just cut some wood. We have 10 herbs, so now I can purchase this upgrade. I'm going to do the same for ore, but it's going to be a little bit tricky because I need 4. 8, 9, 10. There we go. Ooh, we can unlock more buildings and upgrades. I'll buy this one, and I will also buy this. So when I buy masonry, it unlocks more buildings and upgrades. There are the new upgrades I can purchase. And the buildings, I can purchase tanneries, smithies, apothecaries, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, temples, barracks, and graveyards. They all serve a different purpose. Maybe I'll go through them one by one as I purchase them. There's different upgrades here. I can increase farmer output. Those are actually very useful. This one costs 20 leather. This one, 20 metal. All right, we can do that. All we need is a firm grasp on the mouse. Oh yeah, and I can't get more than 200 wood because 200 is our maximum, but we can actually increase our max storage by purchasing something called a wood stockpile, which costs 100 wood. I just bought that, and now my max storage has increased by 200, which is very good. I can buy another one. I can buy a barn, which I think I will buy. So that increases the max storage for food by 200. I'm going to create some more workers here. It's a good idea to keep this number in the positive, because if it's in the negative, then that means you risk citizens starving to death. There we go. Our maximum population is 21. Let's see if we can increase that. We can build some cottages, but in order to do that, we need 30 stone. I'll just get 30 stone here. There we go. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can unleash my rage of steel. Oh. Okay. Now we can purchase a tannery. Okay, a tannery. What a tanner does is they take a skin and turn it into leather. Leather is good because you can get soldiers, I believe. I think. So I'll get let's see. I'll get a tannery. Sure, why not? Create a worker. Build a cottage. Oh, I need more food. Okay. Create a worker. See, I don't want my I don't want this number to be in the negative, so every time I create a worker and it becomes negative, I want to make sure that I add the unemployed citizen to farmer. Okay. There we go. I want just one tanner would be nice. There we go. I got one tanner. So now, as you can see, the skins is going down, leather is going up. You want to make sure that you don't have too many tanners because you need skins for certain things like, well, huts. Cottages don't require them though, but there are other things that require skins. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what they are. But let's get some leather. So once we get 20 leather, we can increase farmer food output right about now. Domestication. Alright, so now we're generating a profit of 2.8 food per second. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty low, but there we go. Let's see. I'm actually not sure what to do here. Maybe I'll get some more cottages. Okay, I am gonna need some food to get more. It's kind of a balancing act, this game. Ugh. Felt like I almost choked there. It's almost a balancing act because you really have to balance your resources and make sure your citizens don't starve. Also, you have to keep them happy down here. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Happiness is really just dependent on how much free land you have. You can get free land by raiding other villages. Unfortunately, this is not an online game, so the other villages are not... They're not real players, they're just kind of like computer NPC type things. Okay, my wood has maxed out, so I'm gonna build a wood stockpile. And get some... Oh, you know what would be a good idea? Get some miners for heaven's sake. Jeez. Gonna need some more cottages here. Cottages are good for cottage cheese. And cottage cheese is a nice resource because see, 20 metal. You can actually get metal by getting a smithy. Once you get a smithy, or yeah, a smithy, you can hire blacksmiths, which will convert ore into metal. And then piety is actually generated from... oh, I can't remember. I think it's one of these. Apothecaries or temples. I think it's... temples? I'm pretty sure. Piety is good for things later down the line. Okay, what do we need here? Stone. Let's get some miners. We need lots of stone. So, here we go again with the rage. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm really mad at my mouse. Ah! That doesn't sound right. Okay. Just pretend I didn't do that. I'm gonna build another cottage. In fact, I'm gonna build as many as I can. We want to make sure to maximize this. And I can actually create workers by the tens now, which is really convenient because one click is all it takes. Boom. And then you can click on this right here, plus 10. And that will add all 10 to farmers. It's pretty convenient. Over time, you will see buttons appear like this, like create 10 workers. The next button that will appear is create 100, and then after that, create 1,000. And yeah, I think that's kind of a spoiler, but it's not much of a spoiler. Let's create some more cottages here. And farmers. We have 52 farmers. Okay. Oh, we're actually lacking in food because I spent them all on workers. All right. So let's get some food. Let's get some workers. You see what I mean? Like, it's a complete balancing act. Like, you have to gather food, create workers, and then add them to add them as farmers, and then get more food, and then create more workers, and the cycle continues. Oh yeah, and you get events like this. So right here it says that a wolf ate my farmer, which means I lost a worker, which means I have to create more workers. And over time you will see events like this occur. It's kind of random, but they're bound to happen. There's no stopping it. And eventually it gets to a point where whole armies are attacking your village and you have to stop them. Which really sucks because there's nothing in the game that alerts you other than the text. So you always have to watch out for that text to see if you're being attacked. And if you are, you have to act fast because it happens within just mere seconds. So you really have to... Oh, my food just maxed out, so I'm gonna build a barn and a wood stockpile as well. And a smithy. Now, a smithy, I just built one. And I'm going to create a worker and add one as a blacksmith. You can see my ore depleting and my metal going up. I think metal is good for soldiers. Now, to create soldiers, we need a barracks. So to get a barracks, we need stone, wood, metal. Okay. So we got just enough metal, now we need stone. Oh, my food maxed out. I'll build a barn. I'll build 2 barns, how about that? There we go. Wait, how much did we need? Okay, we have enough, so I'm gonna create a barracks. That allows me to create 10 soldiers, which means that later on, 10 soldiers is really not a lot to create a big army, so eventually we're going to need hundreds of barrackses. Is it barrackses or is it barracks? I don't know, it's just... What's the plural for it? Is it just barracks? Sounds kind of weird on my tongue. I'm going to build some more cottages here. We don't need any soldiers just yet, I don't think. I think we're fine for now. I'm going to spend my workers on... let's see, maybe I'll get one of each. There we go. Actually, I really don't need that much food. I have more food than I know what to do with right now. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do... Let's see, what do we need to do? Ooh, I can increase farmer food output. Great. I think I'll do that despite the fact that I have so much food I know what to do with. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna click on that because later on it'll be harder to get more food. And if you play this game, you know exactly what I mean by that. I'll get more cottages here. Actually, wait a minute, there's an upgrade here. Ah, look at this. Construction, 1,000 wood and 1,000 stone, and you can unlock more buildings and upgrades. So that's what I'll do. I need to build some barns. There we go. And I'll get some of these. Okay, wait, 1,000... Need 1,000 stone? Oh boy. It hurts. It burns. Oh yeah, also keep in mind that in order to get 1,000 of stone, you also need to increase your max storage. So that costs wood. Down here. We need 1,000, so there we go. Now I can get as many as 1,000 stone. I'm actually going to create more workers here. -0? That's peculiar. Why does it say that? Weird. Wouldn't it just say 0, not negatives? What is -0? Oh my god, my mind is just blown right now. Like, I can't even think. -0? It does not compute. What is the concept of -0? Does anybody know? Is -0 like 0.0000? It's like an infinitely zero, and then at the end of that infinites, I don't know if that's a word. At the end of that, there's like a 1. But since you can never get there, you never know if there's... I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Play this game if you're bored and have nothing better to do with your life. No, I'm just joking. This is a fun game. I actually was inspired by this game, so I made my own game. It's not done, but... I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll do an LP of my own game. Does that seem kind of... I don't know, that seems kind of snotty. I don't know what the right word is. Not snotty. Like, damn it, I can't think of the word. It's like... But anyway. See you later.